What is happening, everybody? Apparently, OBS Studio is going to be an absolute no-go on on my computer because all it does is buffer. So fuck all that. What I wanted to kind of talk about was the dreaded rabble rouser, um, Dr. Justin Spies. Um, I've done at least one video with Dr. Spies, but I talked to, well, I can't even say I talked to him, but we text. I don't know, here and there. He's a good dude. If you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe to him because he is a really, he's just what I look for in every American, somebody that is going to stand up for the rights and somebody that just isn't going to take any bullshit. I can appreciate it. That's my kind of guy. So let's give this a watch.
Would like to give general public comment. Come on up.
Why are all these other signs allowed here tonight? You all are lucky you got a message signs that they approve of, otherwise you might find yourself unlawfully arrested like I was. My name is Dr. Justin Spies. On May 1st of this year, I stood right here holding this exact same sign that says I have balls and Patrick too. And as I began to speak, and you interrupted and said, we're not going to allow this sign. I asked what was wrong with the sign, and you declined to answer. You then had my microphone shut off, saying I could no longer talk during my general public comment, and you had the sheriff call. My name is Dr. Justin Spies. At last week's meeting during general public comment, someone said of Commissioner Karen Wiley, quote, Karen, I want to begin
I believe Justin is not going to allow this time.
I appreciate your
If you could please put it down, that would be wonderful.
What's wrong with the sign? What's wrong with the sign? What's wrong with the sign?
Do you have any other public comment that is unrelated?
I sure do. They said, Karen, I want to begin by saying I appreciate your stoic demeanor and that you give the impression that you're really listening to us, and I appreciate that to no end.
And then let's see here. Let's see if I can adequately point to her here. Right there's Sarah Plinsky. She's the worst.
She was allowed by the mission to say that without interruption or muting her microphone. After her, I spoke and said the words out loud that are on my sign and was muted.
Justin,
so you all allow
put the
praise but
sign
not
down,
criticism?
and I think we're done with your public comment. Thank you very much.
I'm not
welcome to stay. Thank you.
I went and stood right over there, right where I was standing this whole time. Peacefully, quiet for over an hour, and then Shannon Reed, you stopped me. You stopped the meeting to say to me that I had made my point and that you had been patient, which this was all on your attempt to control it and limit my free speech. You then said I was standing too close to staff and then that I blocked the traffic way, but none of that was true.
So we were there for the entire meeting, and at no time was anyone disruptive or aggressive. And Shannon Reed did this.
I do want to make a point of order before we start public comment and ask, Deputy, can you please have Justin step back and stand near the wall? We've been very patient. You've made your point. You can still stand there. You've been very.
And I will say this, like, these meetings, they appear to be pretty well attended. They seem to be in different places at different times, but these ones certainly seem to be well attended. You would think that I find it so baffling that I'm assuming that they're operating on Robert's Rules of Order and they don't get to do the stuff that they're doing. And I think that maybe Michael and Dr. Spies should look into the aspect of reclaiming their time and seeing if that's something that that they can even do. But the way that they just trample all over, and it's not even Michaels as consistently as it is Dr. Spees. They have a personal vendetta against this guy, and um, I like that he's standing up for himself. I more power to him.
Close staff. And I would just like you to step back because that's a traffic way for
Here's
folks
Sarah
that may be leaving
Flinsky
the room
coming
after
through.
their
Let's see
public
if she can
comment.
fit.
So you can stand right next
Nope,
to
she's not going
Michael.
past.
Now, when the gentleman named Justin tried to speak up on his own behalf, Karen Willie gave the signal.
Thank you, deputies. I think it's time. I'm sorry. Deputies, please.
You can hear him clearly saying, quote, "I'm not going to do anything unlawful." About a minute or so of the audio is missing from the video, but when the audio returns, the rule of sentence defends the man's constitutional right for free speech, insisting that he wasn't obstructing the walkway, he was not threatening or speaking to staff, nor was he there to be disruptive. The assault took place was on Patrick Kelly's ego, and that was clearly a fight that Justin was not going to win. He was indeed arrested and taken.
Patrick is a giant pussy too.
That was
so-
unflattering to a county commissioner. No charges were filed against him, so no crime had been committed. The county commission used local law enforcement to silence and forcibly remove a citizen's public.
And so here we are today, same sign, standing in the same place, saying the same thing. I'm not allowed to say this time. Why? Prior to this, on April 17th, I was stopped from speaking because I said about Patrick Kelly, quote, "This guy sounds like a real wimp." So let's go ahead and read some more YouTube comments. First one here. Yes, Patrick, you are less of a person. You are far, far below being a real man. Another one here. Another coward scared of accountability. This guy sounds like an absolute wimp.
Yes.
Man.
You are speaking about items that are specific to the business of the county commission.
It's about his character.
You are attacking his character,
But
and this
it's
is your
a char-
last
it's a
to
character.
talk about items that are specific to the county commission.
Can you explain to me how his character isn't germane to the business of the county?
It's not the business of
His
the county
character,
commission.
a commissioner's character has nothing to do with the commission? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not going to go back and forth with you, Justin. I've said what I said.
Now, this guy sounds like a real wimp. Why aren't you stopping me? On April 24th, I said, "Patrick, you are far, far below being a real man." And you, Karen Wiley, said, "I'm afraid we're not going to allow personal insults." I said, "It's about his character." I then said, "I have more balls than Patrick too." And Karen, you shut off my microphone. Yes, Patrick, you are less of a person. Exactly. You are far, far below being a real man.
I'm afraid we're not going to allow
Another-
personal insults. You can certainly make any other.
The sign says Patrick Kelly, giant pussy.
This is germane, and it is true about his character, whether it's a personal insult or not. It is true about his character. The coward scared of accountability. This guy sounds like an absolute wimp. Grow up and be a man. Our government has become cowards, and it makes me ashamed of mankind. The cowardly man that man is. I have more balls than Patrick, too.
We're done.
He needs to face to face.
These people are
Well, I'm
so
saying it again
triggered.
today. I have more
What a
balls than
joke.
Patrick, too. Why am I allowed to say it today? Is that an admission of your guys' guilt that you violated my First Amendment rights?
I think they found out the pay.
Your guys' motion to dismiss my lawsuit against you for these incidents says that I was actively yelling, and that was the reason that I was arrested. And you quoted Lieutenant Channel, who's named the lawsuit because she me lawfully arrested direction of armbrister and you guys.
Listen to this. This is in their motion. They couldn't even bring themselves to use the actual language. He described a commissioner as, quote, "a woman's reproductive organ," quote, during the public comment section of the meeting. What's going on, Finn? Have you seen this video, man? Do you follow the dreaded rabble rouser? He's made several just bangers, but dude doesn't take any shit. What's going on, Rogue? So yeah, this This motion's just ridiculous.
She said that the problem was when she walks in and I was actively yelling. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. Not only was I not yelling, nobody in this room was yelling until she walked in and they started booing her because they knew what was happening was wrong.
And first a minute too. Oh, we could. Oh, we're gonna do that. We.
You waiting on the sheriff to get here?
You realize the views I'm gonna get off this, Patrick? This one's gonna go by for sure.
You waiting
Shut down the meeting for a half hour just because you guys couldn't handle a couple songs.
You waiting on the sheriff?
So he's pretty quiet. I don't
No
know.
law being broken. There is no law being broken.
So,
There is no law being broken.
okay, Mr. Speaks, and Mr.
There is no law.
What I'm gonna ask, listen, what I'm gonna ask is that you just move down away.
No, we're okay. Thank you.
Okay, well, here's part of the problem. When I come in and you are actively yelling, you are disrupting me.
Actively yelling.
What are you talking about?
So here's the thing.
So it's a straight up lie. Matter of fact, I've been standing here this whole time. Look, I'll go stand over here right now. And here right now. Nothing. It's allowed this time. Why is it allowed? What's
What do you
different?
know?
I'm close to staff
I know
here.
they're gonna pay. They're gonna pay through the nose.
Not blocking the traffic way. Evident earlier, that guy that came and spoke just walked right up the middle there. I made my point, right, Shannon? I made my point. You can control what I say, right? And how I say it.
Is there anyone else who'd like to give general public comment? I would remind folks,
Anyone else like to speak on the R&R?
They just can't resist themselves.
So Patrick, as a quick research have you done on the revenue neutral rate? Karen, May 1st, I came in and talked about the window. I said, Patrick, as a giant pussy, how much research have you done on the window topic we're talking right now? And Karen, you stopped me and said that I wasn't on topic, and then you said 5 words.
And so I just want to know, Patrick, as a giant pussy, how much research have you?
I just need to pull it back to the wind conversation.
Oh, okay, so let me ask that again. Patrick, so as a giant pussy, how much research have you done on the wind turbine stuff I'm talking about now?
I'm afraid that
Shannon.
insults and fighting words
Shannon.
have
Oh,
not been
that's
allowed.
fighting words?
You can. you're
That's
welcome
fi-
to stay.
Oh, then that disorderly conduct then? That's
So,
fighting words?
Thank you.
That's fighting.
Hold on. Why did I just get shut down?
For the fighting words.
What was the reason?
These fascists.
50 seconds? All right, here we go.
Who do we have next, Sarah?
Kohlrabi.
What is going on here? Why did you just shut up?
It doesn't work real well when they've got Michael right behind him.
Research was done. How much more do you have to be on topic for that? How much research have you done on this topic that we're talking about?
Can you please sit down? Your public comment is over.
Looks like I got 22 more seconds, so because I haven't done anything wrong. I'm gonna talk for another.
I stopped.
All right, well, I guess I got about 10 more seconds.
I think it will be the next person's turn.
As a giant bitch.
So we have Michael Aravi
Yep.
and then Alan Schwartz and Laurel Neat.
So right now, I just said the exact same thing. You haven't stopped. You haven't accused me of breaking the law, which that is, because fighting words would be disorderly conduct. And if fighting words, you would have me arrested right there. But you were able to stop me and turn my mic off and stop me from speaking. Simply, I addressed Patrick as a giant pussy instead of what? What do we got to talk to him as? Commissioner?
I think
What's acceptable?
we need to not use the
as a personal attack. So if I call respectable commissioner perfectly allowed, why is that? I want to tell the truth. So Patrick, as a giant pussy, how much research have you done?
So you guys are gonna mute him? Don't leave, keep talking.
And then after Mike got muted,
I love that Mike's there to back his ass up, though. That helps
I still don't get
a
any
lot.
answers from you guys. How much time we got, Sarah? How much time we got? Time's over? Why is my time over? Why is my time over?
Point of order, Chair, I believe it's time for the next public comment, or if there's anybody else who would like.
So,
to
point of
provide
order,
comment.
I'd like to reclaim my time.
You can only address it in a certain way that's respectable, truth or not. You can only address it the way they want to be addressed. This is America, guys. You don't like, you're not gonna defend it, but it could be, you go up and call somebody you don't like to be called.
That's a giant pussy move.
One more minute.
name is Dr. Justin Patrick. As the best at being a giant pussy, how much research have you done on the budget?
So we've already covered that.
Oh, no, he's the best at it. So I was paying him a compliment. He's the best at being a giant pussy. So that was a good thing.
What rule am I breaking by referring to him as a pussy? Mike just called you three fucks. He just called you three fucks.
Fucks holidays. That's our money. If it was in our bank, it would be interest in our account.
And that's fine, but you gotta turn. It is. I refer to myself as Dr. Justin Speaks every time, and you guys call me. Find that respectful. I don't turn your fucking microphone off.
Is there anyone else who'd like to give public comment on this item?
Respect can only go this way, huh?
You gotta give it this time, don't be on that point.
Is there anyone online who'd like to give public comment?
Nope.
What rule did I violate for you to turn my microphone off? What rule says that I have to come in and pay him the utmost respect in order to teach? If God been right, I spent 9 years in the Navy, living on a submarine underneath the ocean to protect that fuck right there. You're gonna sit there and take away from me?
If we have someone behind you who'd like to go.
What rule did I violate? What rule says that I have to refer to him in a nice way before I'm allowed to speak?
It's a pussy move to turn his.
I have to jump a hurdle.
Would anyone else? Are you in the public comment?
And anyways, back in May of 2022, you guys did this to me. You had these guys. Lori was one of them.
To the podium and make sure the green light on the microphone is on and state your name and for record.
Evening, beta male. I'd like to start off with a quote by Einstein, who once said, "The thing about small motherfuckers is that they look like crazy motherfuckers to stupid motherfuckers."
Klinsky, muting it up.
Turn my mic back. Turn my mic back. Turn my mic back.
We're not going to turn your mic back on.
Why are you silencing me?
You directed derogatory language at us, so that's the
What's
end of
up?
your comment.
You guys don't like that. Man, are you guys? That's your rule, man. Turn my mic back on. Turn my mic back on.
You can sit down and enjoy the rest of the meeting with us, or you can leave, but your public comment is over.
Because she says so.
Because of your vulgar language.
She decides what's vulgar.
What about it? I'm speaking to my face right
So I'm going to ask you one more time. You can sit back down in the gallery.
Or we're going to use violence against you for your speech.
You've done this to me a lot.
Your words hurt feelings, so we're going to use violence against you. Yeah, let's see. Let's
You
get
can sit
violent.
down or you can leave.
I have a right to speak. But you're a tyrant. You're a tyrant.
Yeah.
You're a tyrant.
I'm going to give you one last opportunity to sit down or leave on your own.
This is what tyrants do. I'm your political opposition. You tell me to get out of here. So I put it to my face.
It's Dr. Speaks, man. This
Is there anybody else?
fucking bullshit. You fucking know it's fucking bullshit. I don't know what the fuck about that. This is fucking bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. If I'm up there and I do that shit,
What up,
you
Tag?
don't like that shit? You don't like it.
Please leave.
Fuck you, sir.
You don't like that shit? No, you're not, man. You're not. Because it's fucking wrong. It's America, man. It's America.
Do it then. Fucking do it. Let's change.
Dr. Spees, I think you've made your point. We'd like to time some others.
You're still fucked.
Come on up.
Why do they get to decide when his this lady absolutely savages him? But why the fuck do they think they get to decide when his point is made? Obviously, his point isn't made because they're still fucking muting him. But they think they're gonna get some reprieve from this chick? No, she's gonna fucking savage him.
My name is Marianne Hoffman. I live in the Quail Run neighborhood. This is a Supreme Court case. It's Sullivan versus the New York Times. It's March. The decision was put down in March of 1964. And one of the comments in it says, quote, "The court reasoned that any possible wide open debate will inevitably include, quote, vehement, caustic, and unpleasantly sharp attacks on government and public officials. That is our right. That is a right given to us by the Constitution. That is a right given to us, then reinstated by the Supreme Court, that they can say that we can talk to you in any way we want, as long as it's not threatening, as long as there's no threat. We can speak to you caustically, vehemently, and passionately. And if you like, that's too bad. Don't sit in that seat if you can't take the heat." And I'm so thrilled that we have a vote coming in November, because I'm praying that after November, I never have to eat another Shannon Reed word salad ever again. And we would actually maybe get a commissioner for District 2 that doesn't like to engage in, let's say, nefarious dealings. I'll just put it that way. So if Dr. Justin Spees wants to call you a pussy, he's in his First Amendment right to do that. And if he wants to call you a bitch, he's in his First Amendment right to do that. If you don't like it, you can't policy to then go ahead and try to circumvent his First Amendment right. That's not how it works. If you don't like it, that's okay. Don't like it. But you have to sit and you have to deal with it, because that's a constituent. And he's talking to you, and he has to talk to you how he wants you.
Chick's my spirit animal. And they didn't mute her for saying the same shit.
Melanie.
Oh, lots of echoes? That sucks. Let's try this.
My name is Dr. Justin Spees. So, Patrick, as the best at being a giant wimp, how much research have you done on this? Okay, so it looks like we've cleared one hurdle there. Weak wimp. Let's see here. I'm just trying to figure out, before I even get to my question, what I want to say, how to get to that. So, Patrick, as the best at being a giant wuss, how much research did you do? Okay, wuss is allowable. All right. So, as the best at being a giant pussy, how much research have you done on this?
Do you have anything to say on this topic?
I'm trying to figure out what exactly I need to say to you guys to be able to address you guys. So before, when I called giant pussy, cut off my mic. Now I've noticed, the room is now empty, people have left, and
I think we can hold you to the same standard.
Now I'm able to say that. Say again.
I think we can hold you to the same standard as previously.
Okay, so Pat, as the best at being a, all right, turn off my
Sorry.
mic. As the best at being a giant pussy, how much research have you done on this?
Is there anyone else who'd like to give public comment on this item?
You talk about how you like having these conversations, but that's not true. You've completely.
Is there
I don't have anyone online, Commissioner.
In your eye.
I know we have some folks who have stayed here through the meeting. Is there anyone who would like to give public comment? Dr. Spees, I think we're done.
No, I'm sorry.
Can you please sit down? You're welcome to stay.
Commissioners, you are the best commissioner ever. Is that allowable?
Your time is up.
I was nice, guys. Nice. Answer my question.
Is there anyone else who'd like to give public comment?
Can I have my time? How much time I got left, Sarah? Why? What rule have I violated? What rule have I violated that says in order to speak, you have to address the commissioners in a nice manner that doesn't hurt their little feelings, their little bad words?
I think we can close public comment and bring it back to the commission.
Don't be a pussy. That's all it is.
Keep it open. My name is Dr. Justin Spees. So, Patrick, as the best a giant P-U-S-S-Y.
Dr. Spees, do you have anything to say on this item?
Get to Karen? Anyway, so like I was saying, Patrick, as the best at being a giant P-U-S-S-Y.
Justin, do you have anything relevant to this item?
Yes, I'm getting to it. I'm calling him what he is. Different than I called him commissioner. Let's try it this way. Patrick, as the best commissioner in history of the entire world, in history of the universe.
Do you have anything relevant to this item? If not, we will ask you to stop.
I'm getting to it, Karen. Collect my thoughts here for a second. I've been interrupted. Let me collect my thoughts.
Sarah, if you don't mind.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. What?
No. Now what have I done? What have I done? What have I done now?
Welcome to stay, but your public comment is finished.
Now, fuck you, Karen. So now I can't even spell a word in here? We're not even allowed
Anyone else would like public comment relevant to this item?
A-N-D and. Is that allowed? Is that a word that can be spelled in here?
Do we have anyone online?
We do not have anyone online.
Okay. Asking, do we have anyone in the room who'd like a public comment on the item? Hasn't spoken yet.
All of you. All of you. That's free speech. That's protected speech right there.
Seeing none, we'll close public comment and bring it back to the commission for conversations, comments, questions.
Okay. How about now? So I don't know how long that was going on for, but what the fuck? I don't know what I said, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna start trying to remember what I just said, but all of my technological issues, I was trying to work them out over here so I could go live on the main channel, but I can't even give 20-minute video together without it falling apart. So I appreciate you guys being in here. I don't this is kind of what I was saying, that I'm sure that he would much rather have a substantive conversation about the issues that are going on there, but they can't even accept the most basic rights. So how can you, like Michael up in Lawrence talking about the homeless, they don't respect they don't respect his rights at all. So I mean, to think that that they're going to evolve to respecting the homeless, it I don't know. It's just it's a head scratcher for sure. But the way they treat Dr. Spees is really something. Just get through a couple of meetings of letting that call you a motherfucker, a giant pussy, and then there'll probably be some productive conversations after that. But you gotta respect the First Amendment before you can be taken seriously, and none of those people take it seriously, and they're not to be respected because of it. So, all right, exactly, exactly. Until they get free speech, none of it matters because they're not listening. They're already not listening, right? I mean, I don't know how many city meetings or whatever you guys have gone to, but they're already tuning you out. I went with Catherine Henry up to the state capitol for some. It was for the open. It was for the constitutional carry amendment that we're trying to pass here in Florida, which was a joke, a complete joke. But it was just a room full of people that were passionate about these issues on both sides. Ones that wanted us, all uh, disarmed, and obviously ones that believe in the Constitution. And then the legislators sitting up there on their behind their ivory bench, and uh, nobody paid attention to anything. It was just all of these people had their mind made up already. It's nobody coming up to speak is changing any of these people's minds, and I don't know why. I don't know why I'm troubled by that. I mean, everybody has their beliefs, right? What's going on, Huntington? Yeah, against the people. It seems like every level of government that they're looking for a way to run a grift on the people where their family and their legacy is improved, and you know who gives a shit what who gives a shit about the long-term consequences of what's going on today. It's like the famous Homer Simpson line that when he's stuffing his face with bad stuff, that's a problem for future Homer. That's how these politicians they behave. Think about the Fed. Think about money. Like the fact that our that our monopoly money hasn't gone to zero is I don't know. It's one of those things that's coming though. So anyway, for anybody that hadn't seen that, I thought that was a great video. I'm gonna post it up on the main channel. I think that Dr. Feast and Lawrence Accountability working together has been a great thing. What's up, No Name Coder? It's been a great thing, and I think it's made them less tyrannical towards Justin, but only marginally. You know what I mean? So they do, and it's not bullshit work. It's not nonsense. They're trying to make substantive, real changes there, and I respect the hell out of that because I'm trying to do the same thing. And I don't know that any of us are experiencing any success in these efforts, but I don't know that that's a reason to give up. So I appreciate you guys being here, and I'll talk to you guys soon. How about that? More people come in when I'm talking and not watching the video, but all right, it's still got to end anyway, everybody. So thank you guys for coming in here, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'm not sure. Can I say this is a public service? Yeah, it's still a public service over here, right? Yeah, but they've been at it for a while. Thanks, you guys too. Take it easy.